You must not necessarily be a farmer or own a farm before you can make money from agriculture. No, the agribusiness chain is very broad, starting from sowing of seed down to the final consumer. The chain is very long, so you can tap into these opportunities and make money from agriculture. You must not necessarily own a farmland before you can make money from agribusiness. In today's video, I will be discussing some high valued farm produce you can process and make money from it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Farm with Dara. I am a farmer. On this channel I discuss everything about agriculture, agribusiness ideas, how to make money on agriculture, and some healthy tips. That is what I do on this channel. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, do well to hit the subscribe button at the end of this video, and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a new video. Let's continue. One thing you have to understand is value addition is inevitable for every farmer. In fact, I have been a fan of value addition. I have been teaching in all my videos that every farmer should learn different ways they can add value to their produce in order to avoid post-harvest losses. During glut period, you notice that most of this perishable farm produce waste because farmers can't add value to their produce. Either they don't have the capacity to do that, or they don't know how to add value to their produce. So if you want to enter into agribusiness, you can tap into this opportunity and help farmers add value to their produce, thereby making money for yourself. I already have a video where I discussed about how to start a commercial dehydrating business. I'll also leave the link of that video to the description section of this particular video so that you can watch it also. Solving problems in agriculture, that is the way you can make money from agribusiness. Providing solutions to farmers, that is the way you can make money from agriculture without owning a land. So in this video, I will be listing 5 high value crops, farm produce you can add value to and make money before this year ends, even in coming years. These 5 high value crops are crops you can process anytime, any day, and make huge money from this farm produce. So let me start. The first on my list here is plantain. Now plantain is one crop you can add value to and sell your product and make money. You can get plantain flour from plantain. You can get plantain chips from plantain. That is the snacks that we eat. You know what, people these days are mindful of what they now eat. People tend to be mindful of what they eat because of their health. So some people eat plantain swallow. So if you can help them process plantain, raw plantain into plantain flour, it will be easier for them. Trust me, there is market for this plantain flour because I have seen a lot of people eat plantain flour, although I don't eat it. But those that have some health issue eat plantain flour. And we also have plantain chips, the snacks that we all know that we eat. So it is gotten from plantain. You can be asking, where can I buy plantain? If you want to venture into this business, you need to buy plantain in large quantity. You can get these plantains in local markets around you. Just check around local markets around you. That is where you can buy plantain bunches a little bit cheaper. So when you get to this local market, you see the people in the rural area, they bring their plantains to the market. So buying directly from them makes it cheaper for you, and you will have a whole lot of plantain to buy. So I suggest to buy from the local market. Don't buy from people who have gone to buy from them who are reselling. No, don't do that. Buy direct from the rural areas where they cultivate and bring these plantains to the market. The second farm produce I have on my list is ginger. Our ginger right in this country has proven to be the best. It is packed with antioxidants. Adding value to ginger helps to prolong the shelf life and also make it export ready. Dry split ginger is of a high demand both in our local market and international market. If you can afford exporting your dry split ginger outside the country, you will be making more money if only you have the qualifications to be able to export your dry split ginger. Then if you don't have, you can sell your ginger in the country in our local markets. We that make spices, we use dry split ginger a lot. In fact, I use it a lot. If I was not able to maybe process and dry my own, I simply go to the market and buy the dry one and use. We also have market for ginger powder right here in the country. Those that make spices use ginger for their spices. They produce ginger powder. The product is of a high demand right here in the country. Okay, so if you can tap into this opportunity, trust me, you will be making some money for yourself. Another farm produce on my list is pepper. When you process pepper, you get your grounded pepper, dried pepper. You simply dry it. You can sell it dry or you go further processing it and then you get your grounded pepper. We have pepper sauce and the rest. All these pepper products are of a high demand, of which if you tap into any of these products, gain the right knowledge on how to process it, then you don't have any problem selling your products. One good thing about pepper is that pepper is something we cannot do without. I don't think you can cook without pepper, even if you don't take much of it, but you can add a little of pepper in your cooking. So pepper is one product that is of a high demand, both the fresh and the dried. So adding value and processing pepper into grounded pepper, making it easier for we that are cooking, then trust me, you will make some money by processing and adding value to pepper. Another farm produce I have on my list is cassava. Cassava is very popular. We all know what we get from cassava. We get garri, fufu, cassava flakes, cassava flour. We get all these products from raw cassava. So if you are into cassava farming, consider adding value to your produce. Even if you don't have a cassava farm, you can still buy and then add value. There are people into processing of cassava only. They don't have farm. Even if they have, their farm is not even enough. They still go far to buy raw cassava tubers and then process into garri or fufu and then make their money. The fifth farm produce, which is the last on my list, is groundnut. A lot of people look down on this particular farm produce. Honestly, many people look down on it. When you add value to groundnut, you get your toasted groundnut, groundnut paste, so whichever. A lot of people, like I said earlier, look down on this business. They never know you can make huge money from frying groundnuts or toasting groundnuts. I remember when I was in school back then, I know of this woman that usually sell fried groundnuts. You won't even believe this woman's groundnut as of that time is very sweet. It's not something you can test and you won't come back again. And she sells it in bottle. Okay, she packaged her fried groundnuts in bottle, although it was not branded, but that is where she packed her groundnuts in bottles. Honestly speaking, people come from far and near to buy her groundnuts. So I never knew that toasting groundnuts and selling can give you huge amounts of money. In fact, you can distribute to supermarkets and shops. If you can package your groundnut very well, you will make huge money from selling toasted groundnuts. For you to be successful in food processing is to make sure you package your produce very well. Yes, make it attractive to the eye, neat packaging. In fact, go further into branding your products so that when people see it, at least they will know that okay, this person is serious. Make sure you advertise your products. Okay, we have social media, things on social media go viral. Okay, make sure you advertise your products on social medias. It will help you a lot. When I started making my spices, then I used to tie it in waterproof, small nylon. That is how I used to tie it, like that. But at a time I now switched from tying it into nylon and then putting it right in a container, and packaging it very well, labeling it very well. So that is branding. You make sure your branding is attractive to the eye so that people can take you serious, and it will help you gain more visibility. You can even sell your product on supermarket. You don't necessarily need to sell in an open market. You can sell your product in supermarket. Okay, so you need to take your branding very serious. Remember, we eat first with our eyes before any other thing. Now, one advice I will give to anyone who wants to start a food processing business of any type is make sure you stick to one product first. If it is plantain, just stick to making maybe plantain flour. Okay, if it is pepper, make sure you are just processing it into grounded pepper. Just make sure you are starting with one. Don't just you do plantain, you do pepper, you do tomato, you do this and be here and there and there. Make sure you start from one, then from one gradually you can add other ones, so that people will know you for this before you can now gradually introduce other products. It is good you get better in one first before you now move into another one, introducing a new product. Get better in one first. That is the best advice I can give to anyone who is starting, who wish to start a food processing business. Okay, just make sure you start with one product first before you introduce to another. I believe you find value from this video and you find this video interesting. Please don't hesitate to hit the like button. At this time, you can hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to this channel. I will also be leaving my WhatsApp link on the description section of my videos. If you have any further questions, you can always WhatsApp me via my WhatsApp number. Alright, I have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching and see you again in my next video. Bye.